We're going to be reacting to the new trailer of OMB Gaming's new roleplay game. He just released his trailer a few hours ago. By the time you're seeing this video, we're going to react to it, look in depth at all of the new roleplay features, because this is a game I do want to make content on. And knowing OMB, he's going to have a lot of cool resources for content creators to use. I do want to say congratulations to OMB. I know that game has been in works for years now, I'm pretty sure, and it's finally releasing. It's set to release before Christmas, so I really hope we get to play that in the good time frame. You know, Christmas break is gonna definitely be a big one, and I think the game's gonna be really nice. So congratulations. Now let's stop talking and hop into the trailer. So here we have the big announcement from OMB's main channel. I do have to mute the music in the trailer because I don't know if it's from the music provider that I use, and I don't want to get copyrighted, but we're going to go through it. So in the first few scenes, let's back it up to square one, you have just some industrial places, just like some roads, maybe out in the county. There's ice over here, so maybe snowy roads for Christmas. So that just goes on, and there's a road, looks like to be on a hill. Now this is just a building, but it has me thinking employees only. That means there could potentially be more jobs than the normal ones we usually get in a roleplay game. So yeah, looks very nice and looks very modern, but does look kind of small. Okay, so here it looks to be inside of a nice city type of location. Then you have a bunch of cars, actually 2 trucks. And the trucks in this game, they don't have any branding, so I guess OMB is trying to follow the new things that's been happening with Roblox. But you also have, I think it's the same model of truck, but they actually look very nice. The wheels, 10 out of 10. They really go with the truck. Then obviously you have some grass, but it's snowed over. Now you can kind of see some lights on that building. Now here is where it gets good. So, okay, hold on. Let's go back to this. So this is like a main city hall. It might be like a court. I don't know. I think OMB does like courts. I'm not sure. A lot of people like courts. He also, I remember saying courts, bring it up in my head. I think he did like a Maple County roleplay with a court. Really, everyone enjoys courts. So why not have one in the game? See, there's a mailbox here. It's connected to a street. And then you have some nice lights with a Christmas tree. So this is Grill and Chill Diner. It's the finest in town. Welcome meal of the day is spare ribs. What? I'm trying to say strawberry. Spare ribs with fries. It doesn't look like there's an interior for this building, but it's still nice. You know, you have a diner here. Maybe in a future update there could be an interior here. And then yeah, looks very cool. Okay, so here looks like we have working traffic lights, which is always a W. You have a little Santa here in the background. I don't know if you guys can see all the... Oh, hold on, you can't. All the way in this bottom corner, we have a little Christmas tree decoration, which is very nice. And then obviously you have a bunch of ice on the roads and power lines. Okay, here is a tunnel. Now this, we've seen this in one of the teasers before. This is going to a park, I believe. And obviously you have these lights to protect people coming in and out the tunnel. And then once we turn to the left here, you see a huge, nice cliff. And that's one thing I think is going to be very nice about this game, is the amount of detail and terrain they have, the amount of detail in different locations. You have a bunch of signs. Reduce speed, watch for snow and ice. Yep, I mean, there's ice all around the road. I guess this is like a highway, so... I guess you really need this big warning sign, but this is, I guess, a highway. Now this looks to be some sort of county area. You know, of course the county is snowed in, but you do have a nice little small wooden, it looks to be wooden type of bridge, and then I think there's a river under it, and then there's a bunch of like just land around it, so obviously you can't really see much. Okay, you have a watchtower here, and that looks very cool. You know, maybe this is inside the park, actually. Forget what I said about like farmland or whatever. This is probably inside of the park, and you have a nice detailed watchtower. You know, if you get on park ranger team, you can go ahead and watch from above. In there obviously looks to be a bed, a TV, some emergency supplies, you know, basic stuff you'd see in there. Okay, hold on, what was that? Very, very small scene of that. Okay, no pain, no gain. That's the first thing I noticed. Looks to be a gym here. You know, maybe in the game, you guys have to manage your food, have to manage your fitness, have to manage everything so that you can, you know, stay healthy, stay active in the game. You might be able to enable and disable this. I think OMB did a poll a few months ago asking, like, should we do this type of stuff? Like, have it so you have to manage all that stuff. I could be wrong, but I think the community didn't want it, to be honest. I don't remember, but it'd be very cool if you can honestly switch it on and off. That would be very nice. But yeah, you have a bunch of treadmills and a bunch of TVs inside of a small gym. Now this, you can see a bunch of Christmas lights in the back, and then you have one of these electrical towers. This electrical tower actually looks very detailed. Shout out to whoever did the texturing around it. It looks very nice. You see some roads down here. You can see a building right here. You can see a Christmas tree here. And then obviously you see like a 4-way street over there. That's about it. And you can also see some snow falling. So you can tell winter has struck. Ooh, look at this. This is a very nice poster of some Porsches, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm not the best with cars, but Porsche, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what this building is. It looks to be some sort of office building with obviously maybe like a waiting room. I'm not sure. You have a bunch of like paints here. Mechanic shop, like a detailed mechanic shop or something. That's probably what this is, because obviously you can see what you want to paint your car. You have a bunch of plants, you have a bunch of pens, and then here are like some test samples on the desk, you know, for somebody who wants to paint their car blue. Ooh, okay, this is probably what we were looking at, is the Heartland Pit Stop. Your stop shop. I don't know what that, I can't read that. The finest fuel and food. Oh, food. So it's like a gas station. So yeah, obviously it's a gas station. You have these gas poles here. I don't know what this is. Is this like a flattened cone? I don't have no idea what that is. Then you have like a little emergency box. Maybe some interactable medical and fire tools coming to the game. Not sure. Woo, okay, so this is the entrance of the park. You have 1, 2, and 3. So that makes me think there is 1 and 2 at a different location. One thing I always disliked about every game that had a national park was that there was one entrance. Having multiple entrances is obviously more realistic and also gives a variety of like things that a park ranger can do. Like, you know, you can go to 3, 2, you can go to 1, you go to maybe 4, you know, depending on how many entrances there are. There's a bunch of signs, there's lanes, be prepared to stop. So just a park ranger entry point. And the max clearance is 14 studs. Okay, this one is amazing. So you obviously, I think this is the court. This is the building we saw in the beginning of the video. I think it's the court. You see the Christmas tree. If it's not a court, don't blast me in the comments, but I think that's my good guess. That's my good guess. See some presents under the Christmas tree. Now here you have some sort of broken down, I don't want to say train station, just a broken down area, broken tracks, broken buildings. You know, maybe a storm is hit by, or maybe it's just too old and no one cared about it. And obviously it connects to a mountain. So this, I have no idea what this is. I was watching over this and I was like, what? You know, maybe this could be some sort of park system. Because obviously you have the lights and you have the buildings and you have the dirt path. Maybe just in the middle of the city, you know, Central Park. And here we have Reality Creations. Now, I think after this, right? Yep, OMB's talking, of course. And then you have some more teasers. So this is obviously a bridge going over a huge, like, cliff of water. I don't think we've seen the water yet. Okay, here's a little bit closer to the water as we can get. I'm not sure. Then that looks like a huge, like, mountain thing. We have one of these in ERLC. It's not as detailed, but looks very detailed for this game. Obviously, this is like the overview of that broken down site that we had seen in one of the final clips of the trailer earlier. This is OMB's Hangout. For those who don't know, still well built, really well built game. Shout out to this development team. He said the development team is very, very small, and you know it's amazing to see what they have done. You know, building OMB's Hangout for the last 3 years have been building this. It's crazy to think that it's been 3 years. You know, I don't know any of like. No, let me not say that. But here we see this little thing here. Does that not even? Okay, maybe it's not a court, but I barely saw. There is a little interior, I think, but the windows don't have an interior. You can't see through the windows. I'm not sure what's in there, but here's the little tunnel we saw earlier. Oh, that's a nice light there. Okay, here's a little. Oh, okay, it's National Park Service. Look at this. It is National Park Service. OMB did say that this game will be based on a real life state, but like American state, it's an American game, but like it's not like the liveries and all that stuff aren't going to be based off, like are going to be based, but the names are going to be different. But this doesn't seem to be different. It's National Park Service. In the background you see some cones. Speed limit is 45, so there might be a long road heading to the park. And that's entrance 1, by the way. In the beginning of the video we saw entrance 2 and 3, so that is entrance 1. And then obviously this is the Heartland pit stop. Your one-stop shop is what I was trying to read earlier. You have some cool barricades over there. Alright. The gas prices are 0-0. Very cheap, OMB. You might want to raise those. See some more streets. Airport. Now, they would amaze me if this game had some sort of air transportation. That is for sure an airport. You know, just probably the bottom of a runway type of thing. Here we have OMB walking. See, here's a close-up of the water. So there is like lakes and stuff, or rivers. He's walking through the wooden bridge that I said was wooden earlier. Here we go. Once again, little different part of the airport. I don't know exactly what this is, but this is like a traffic control tower, and then this is a small building obviously connecting to it. You have some lights on the runway, which of course you need. That's a helipad for sure, guys. So there is helipads, and then there's a runway. So if this game does have multiple amounts of air transportation, I'll be really happy. Are you ready? And then you have some trophies down here. Maybe this is like the inside of the repair shop once again. Okay, so DOT has placed some cones down here. And it says road ahead closed. And I guess they're doing some construction. Okay, so here you have the inside of what looks to be maybe a small restaurant or something. Back here, looks to be a car dealership. I'm not sure what car dealership this is, but it looks like off-brand Ford dealer. Off-brand Ford dealer. Maybe that does say Ford. I'm not sure. Definitely a car dealer. It'd be cool to see if they actually have individual car dealers. Not a lot of games do that. Okay, here we have some construction being done. You know, them digging up maybe a pipe. Something might be wrong with the pipes. I'm not sure. We have a basketball court. This is for sure a basketball court. Hopefully we get to play some basketball inside of the game. You want to know what I'd really like? We could play some football in the game, like American football. OMB, if you're watching this, that's my one and only suggestion. It's just some American football. This is very cool. Whoever did this, this is very nice. You know, you have these meshes here that makes little hole. I don't know. It's just very nice, very, very detailed. It's nice that they paid attention to a lot of the details in the game. And then I guess that is it. So here we get, I guess, a little more of the lake. Very, very nice. Alright, that is it. And then we've seen this scene before. So let's hop into ERLC. I'm going to give my thoughts and suggestions before I close out the video. So honestly, I know I've been talking a lot, and I know a lot of people don't like when I talk too much, but I was speed running that trailer, honestly, because I knew it would take almost 15 minutes to do an in-depth review. So I was kind of talking fast. So if you didn't still watch the video, thank you, because I know, like, even myself, I was like, dude, I'm talking a bit too much. I really need to chill. But anyway, that trailer was amazing. I don't know if you guys listened to the music, the edits, everything about it was just really amazing. You know, I'm not the one to criticize a game, but I do have a few suggestions that I do think they would find helpful. Now, I do think that, like, maybe I don't know what to say. For sure, I do want a bunch of like interactable games, like interaction things. Is one of the things that I really love about roleplay games. You know, knowing OMB, he's probably gonna have a bunch of roleplay things for creators, including himself, to do inside of his own game. Now, there's nothing much I want to criticize over the actual trailer until I do get a chance to hop in game, because criticizing a trailer is really annoying because like I have no idea how the game actually plays and I have no idea anything about the game. So here's a few suggestions. I do want a variety of cars because of course, for an example, a game like ERLC, we have a good amount of cars, but I feel like if you have so many cars in your game, it's gonna take it to the next level. You have parks, you have city parks. From what it looked like, you have industrial areas. Hopefully, we get some housing areas. That was my second suggestion, was for you to give us some housing areas, because we definitely need some housing areas. I don't think I saw one house in that video. So if there is a lack of housing, like suburbs in the game, I suggest you just add more. Maybe some interactable houses, something like Maple County. Maple County has short but cool houses. So hopefully we get some of those in there. Overall, great job with the trailer. Great job with the game. Cannot wait till it comes out within the next few weeks. Special thanks to the developers. You guys have been working hard, and I know it. 3 years. That's really some commitment. Also, thank you OMB for allowing me to review this trailer, and hopefully to make content on your game, because it's one that I've been waiting for. Let me know your guys' thoughts on OMB's new game, on his trailer. Let me know what you guys think should be added, should be removed. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.